Welcome back to Capcom Cup 2017, the penultimate Street Fighter V event of the year. I'm F-Word, and I'm joined by my homeboy.
Hey, what's up? I'm Ultra David. Now, again, we have two streams going. There's twitch.tv/Capcom Fighters and twitch.tv/Capcom Fighters 2. On 2, you can currently see Momochi versus Fudo, Momochi Zeku.
Momochi Zeku versus Fudo, and I'm loving the Zeku pick so far.
Very, very cool to see. But on our stream, we're going to start with Kazunoko versus Big Bird.
Might be seeing another Zeku, potentially?
Right. So, yeah, we were talking a little bit about character choice here from Big Bird. Of course, Ken is the character that he has most played, but I know he has a Zeku. And you were telling me about Rashid as well.
Yeah, he's always had a very high level, very strong Rashid. And the thing about these players from the Middle East, the Tekken Masters, the Big Birds, they're very good at getting to a high level by themselves. I don't know how the hell they do it, but they get to a very high level by themselves, and then they apply that in tournament. He's not yet applied this high level Rashid to tournament.
Okay.
And he had a great set against Kazunoko with Ken the last time they played. But having played as good as he did, he still lost 3-2. So yeah, all right. It looks like he's going to go Rashid. He doesn't think that Zeku has a lot of answers for Kami, or as much answers as maybe Ken and Rashid. So
okay.
It makes sense to not go Zeku for this one.
Well, it is a 3 out of 5, of course. So if it doesn't go well now, he's still got 2. But Kazunoko obviously going with Kami. And Kazunoko comes into this Capcom Cup having done so well in the last 2. He won 2 years ago.
Yep.
And last year he got 3rd place overall.
A bit of a demon for Big Bird, Kazunoko. See if he can overcome that.
Of course, Kazunoko just did so well at Red Bull Tower of Pride very recently.
Oh yeah, very convincing as well.
Big Bird not quite as well, although pretty good.
Oh, pressing buttons there on those plus frames.
I always like Big Bird's movement. I've always thought he's had really good movement, so the Rashid kind of makes sense to me in that respect.
Yeah, definitely. Rashid's a very, very strong character. Again, he's got everything. A lot of people speak about his damage, but his damage is actually quite excessively big.
I think he very often has big damage.
Yeah.
Individual hit into mixer, fine, that's not. But other setups, which are practical, are a lot.
And they're very practical.
Ooh,
Right,
okay, I
jabs him
love
out.
it.
Oh, a nice conversion off the reset. Kaz was ready with that jab. Not ready to punish that V-reversal, though. Good round so far from Big Bird.
Wow, it's very tricky.
No confirmed from that crouch medium kick.
Big Bird just has the range for himself. Again, back and forth. Yes, I love it. I love this movement.
Oh, he wanted to punish it. Didn't. Oh, that could be it. No, he's not going to spend a critical art.
Looking for something big there is Kazunoko. It's very close.
Oh, don't be whiffing buttons like that.
Ooh.
Should get the kill here. Just
Yeah.
caught the toes.
You could see Kazunoko starting to look for things to react to with the super. He started to see a little bit of buffers.
Yep, exactly.
Big Bird with a nice call. Dash up, down, medium kick.
Oh, if he'd have pressed the button a bit later there, might have got punished on that whiff jump EX dive.
But he did have the call on the EX dive. Okay, now big movement into the corner. Oh, huge!
Big bait. So hard to bait Kazunoko as well.
Back
This
dash.
time the wake up back dash. Wow.
So tricky.
So slippery on wake up. In a game where the defensive options aren't humongous, Big Bird lets one fly himself, catches him with a cross counter. All the right reads, should be able to close out this round.
It's a very confident look from Big Bird. It was very strong. I liked, again, the movement was there, the pressure was there. I liked his answers to V-reversal. I thought he just had a very complete looking Rashid.
Yeah, and you know what? It's the key to beating Kazunoko, and it's so much easier said than done, is to get yourself out of the mix-up on his wake-up. It's virtually impossible, but Big Bird did it there. If he can continue to guess right on Kazunoko's wake-up, he'll do well. But I've seen so many people die
Of course.
for knocking Kazunoko down and trying to apply pressure. Kazunoko probably one of the best wake-up mix-ups around, probably the best wake-up mix-up around.
Yeah, you're probably right. And his character has some tools, so that makes sense.
Exactly. Nice conversion off that. The dive kick starting to come in now, trying to trouble that anti-air scenario there for Rashid.
No anti-air there. Ready for it was Kazunoko, but no, could got more.
Nice conversion off the double jab. Great round so far from Kazunoko. Interrupted with a light kick there though from Big Bird. Switch things up. There you go. Kazu with the right read.
We're seeing more Kazunoko waiting for Big Bird to come to him and sticking out buttons or waiting to punish.
All right, spinning mix against the train. He gets it right again on the wake up from Kazunoko.
Into waiting up. A medium kick was that intended to be DP? I don't know. Patience. He has his own triggers ready.
That neutral jump could have been anti-air. Kazunoko wasn't ready. He gets away with another one. Ready with the EX though. He's going to activate here. Yes, he is. No, you don't, says Big Bird.
One more chance
Bro,
to grab.
Loops. Oh my goodness, this guy.
You mentioned it. His own wake-up is where the mix-ups happen.
Rocco. Man. Vicious going crazy in the crowd there. Kami players loving it. All right, that's the answer. Takes away the whole mix-up. Probably the best anti-air in the game.
Probably right. Very fast, great vacuum.
Going to be hard to be ready for that every time, though.
Kazunoko escapes the cost of life, but looking all right for him.
Yeah, rare block on that V reversal. I mean, 2 years into the game, people still can't block Kami's V reversal. It's just so obscure to deal with. Big Bird with a good start to this round. Gets the knockdown and the corner carry.
Willing to pressure. The escape, I think that was the intention. Oh, big hit! And there you go. Okay. So what I really like out of Big Bird is that he's not giving up on the meaties, right? Even though there have been wake-up DPs, wake-up backdash, all sorts of other stuff coming out of Kazunoko. Big Bird is okay with that. He sees it, but he's still pressuring even still. So it's what you got to do.
I agree, and I really like that. It's something that people don't do against Kazunoko. He's very good at stopping them. But Stun here should be able to tie things up if you can get a hit. One more will do it, keeping the pressure on. That should be it.
Yes.
Slightly scaled though. Big Bird will survive this combo. Can he bring this comeback in?
He needs something big at the start. Kazunoko's not giving up the pressure at all.
Yeah, this is a great round for Kazunoko. Very controlled and dominated.
And I like the range he's trying to pick. It's outside of Mixer, it's outside of Jump.
Love the way he slowed that down as well. Just waited, stuck a button out. Big Bird walks into it.
Kazunoko so often moves so fast that you don't expect that sort of mid-range slow play all of a sudden, but that's partly why it worked.
Where he applies it, it's very effective because you just been overwhelmed by him, right? Then he suddenly slows it down. You've got a massive comeback to make. Not something I see many people do successfully against Kazunoko. The dive kicks have been really changing this set. Sticking them in, catching Big Bird out, has him cornered early here. Meets him in the air though. Had the count hit, didn't convert.
Kazunoko just waiting at range.
Ready this time.
Again, it was the same range as in the last round where he had just outside of Mixer, where he could anti-air well against jumps.
Not sure what Big Bird tried to do there though, but he ate a whole jump in. This round looking great for Kazunoko. This whole set turning around now. He takes the lead for the first time.
I really feel like he's starting to solve some of that movement on Big Bird's side, and at the same time instituting his own excellent forward dashes, jump in into dive kicks.
Yeah, the jump dive kicks have been very, very effective. The Big Bird's just back dashing out of the way now. He doesn't want to deal with it.
But that's bad news. If you give up that space as Rashid, that's a big part of where you want to fight.
Kazunoko getting stronger and stronger as this set goes on. Big Bird in big trouble. Gets baited again. This should be the end of the round with that critical art stopped. Kazunoko goes into a 2-1 lead. So a fantastic start from Big Bird, but tremendous adaptation from Kazunoko puts him ahead. What's he got to change here?
It's been a complete reversal. Well, for Big Bird, the fact that Kazunoko has been standing outside of ranges where Big Bird had a lot of control before. I mean, think about how many mixers you saw in that game. Almost, I don't know if there was one. Because Kazunoko has been outside of it. He has kind of neutralized that approach. Big Bird tried to jump. There was an anti-air. So Big Bird is sort of caught not being able to move forward in the way that he would like to. And at the same time, seems not as ready for the forward movement when it comes from Kazunoko. It's less consistent than it was at the start, but more effective in the timings.
Indeed. He's very he's very tentative in that close range spot where he's vulnerable to the instant air dive kick. And I find that the people who can really shut down Kami are the guys who aren't scared to stand in that pocket. It's actually a really scary place to be against Kami because then she's got that whole jump mix up against you. You're not sure what you're going to use to anti-air. But he's taken the choice to avoid it completely. And like you said earlier, he's ended up getting cornered very early in every round in doing so. And to make it worse, when Kazunoko has done normal jumps, he's not been ready for that either.
Right.
So I like the idea of maybe picking Ken, giving himself an invincible DP so that at least he has a bit more time to react to some of these jump mix-ups.
Well, he's certainly considering it right now, hovering over Ken.
I mean, these guys had a tremendous set. Was it in Hong Kong, I believe, not so long ago? It was like down to the wire, one match apiece, but Big Bird's putting himself under a tremendous amount of pressure here, switching characters at 2-1 down. But I like the choice, I like the option, because it's that pocket that's causing him problems. If he's got an invincible DP, at least he's got an answer if he has the reactions to execute.
Okay, it's going to be Ken. He's got to win 2 to move on in winners.
Just an example there straight away. Starts off with a throw. When I asked Big Bird about Zeku and what he thought of him, he said Zeku's great. Ken plays Street Fighter 5 better.
Ah, okay, interesting.
I love that analogy.
Well, so far I really like that he's been able to control that horizontal range a bit more. Not now. He's
oh my days, let it fly. Big damage coming. Spend the view reversal. No throw for you though. Jab from Kazunoko.
Kazunoko right back in there immediately.
Had the count hit, didn't punish.
Patience.
Wow, let it fly again.
Impatience, but it counted.
Wake up buttons from Kazunoko. So good at varying that wake up. Starting to get a read on Big Bird's approaches. This round is very much back and forth. I mean, there's no one really in the lead here, in my opinion. Next hit can take it all. One jump in, one crush counter. Has to be careful there, Big Bird. Kazunoko approaches. Ooh. Nice use of the light kick.
Very interesting stuff. And backing off is Big Bird. He does not want to be close. You can see that.
Oh, gets caught trying to approach.
He thought it was the right moment.
Oh, Kazunoko match point.
I really like the idea from Big Bird, but it just, I guess, was not the right timing. Kazunoko was so ready. Match point.
It was looking like a great round for Big Bird, but Kazunoko is so deadly. Always 2 mix-ups away from killing you. He's just that efficient when he hits. Reset.
All of a sudden in.
Wow, the use that crouch medium punch. Beat out the stand light kick. I haven't seen that before.
This is such consistent pressure for Kazunoko.
Wow, Kazu looking great. This won't kill, but it's going to do a chunk of health.
Oh, he's just going to go for it. All right. Beat a situation afterward. And his pressure has been good. His movement forward's been good. He just has not let go at all. He was looking for a wake up. It didn't come.
Can he Ken this round back? Fireball connects. No wake up option here for Kazunoko.
Nothing invincible.
Throw loops.
Yes.
And again.
He needs one more.
Overhead.
Yes. Oh! He's all the way back. Here's Big Bird. He's got, yes, the round for himself. What a recovery.
This is exactly what he meant when he said Ken plays Street Fighter V better. It's scenarios like that where Ken becomes electrifyingly scary.
Snowballed so quickly.
All right, saves himself 1 match point, but needs to not get himself in that situation again. Kazunoko's been very dominant since that second game. Wake up DP connects Kazunoko with all the right reads.
Not a lot after it, though.
Putting the pressure on now. Good spacing on that dark kick. Tries to air-to-air, walks behind, everything working. One more hit will stun. Back throw. Kazunoko should surely take this now.
Yes, you are right. Kazunoko does do it. 3-1.
Great play from Kazunoko. So difficult to condition and control. 3-1 to him. He marches on. Probably the result a lot of people predicted.
Yeah.
I actually had, in the back of my mind, Big Bird shocking the world in that one, but it wasn't to be.
I don't think it would have been a big surprise. And the way that it came out, the way that it started, Big Bird's Rashid was so good, but I loved the adaptations that Kazunoko made. And even when it was Ken, apart from that fantastic comeback in that one round, it was still just a lot of control.
He actually seems to have less control when he switched to Ken. But that
you're right.
could be the warm-up. Maybe not necessarily the character choice. It's the fact that he's using Ken straight away, and he'd been warmed up with Rashid. But great play from Kazunoko.
It was, yes, for sure. And you know, again, last year, 3rd place overall. Previous year, he won Capcom Cup. That was in Street Fighter 4. But it's just a sign of his just continuing strong play, consistency.
He's a very unsung hero. I mean, he's one of the most dominant guys over the last half decade. He's been very consistent, always there, winning the big ones. I mean, it was his performance at EVO this year that really got him in to Capcom Cup. He's not been like killing it the way we're used to. But when it really matters, Kazunoko tends to always deliver, like we just saw in the tournament recently with Red Bull. So let's not sleep on that guy. He could be the champ for all we know.
No, who could be surprised about that? I don't think anybody could. Well,
update me, David, before we move on, please. What happened